Alright guys, I'm Rabea.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Sounds Like on Andertons TV. So today we're going to sound like Wolfmother.
We are specifically Andrew Stockdale, who's the guitar player for the band.
And they were pretty big in the early 2000s. They came out. I remember being at school when they like exploded, and it was all about the fat riffs and it was that era when like it was fashionable or trendy to go like back in time and do it in a modern way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Had that 70s rock vibe to it, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, they didn't just do that. They came back more recently and are now still going. So basically, we're going to be trying to sound like them.
SG player, Vox player, Marshall player. Who knows? Let's see.
Some pedals, lovely.
So Andrew Stockdale. Famously used SGs, but I mean he uses Vs. Les Pauls, whatever, but mainly SGs was his thing.
Yes, so we may be in Gibson Epiphone land here.
We are. Well, Matt's obviously holding the one that we found.
I've stumbled across something that might work.
It's £399. It's an American Gibson SG Fusion.
An American Gibson
SG
Fusion.
Yes.
$399, which is what I call an absolute bargain.
Because basically there are Epiphone SGs as low as sort of $149. We wanted to go a little bit higher quality, but what we found is that there isn't any in stock. None of the Epiphone stuff, and then the sort of £500, £600, £700 Gibson SGs, none in stock. So really, our options are either to spend $1,200 on an SG, which is too much, or go for the next best thing, which is the Fusion at $399.
But this should sound great. It's American made, as you know, and should do the Wolfmother job. Okay, so we're right next to the Voxes.
Voxes.
Yes.
Well, normally, he uses AC30 heads, AC30 combos. He sometimes dimes two of them, like Brian May did. Whereas we're not going to do that because that's really loud.
Yes.
AC15.
AC15, the greenback specifically, which is this one, is about 599 kahunas.
599.
So we have about 500 quid left for pedals.
Which is perfect.
Which is loads.
Pedals.
Basically, we've worked out that we can pretty much get everything we wanted on the money we have. Which is a first.
I love it when a plan comes together.
We don't have to compromise whatsoever.
Way Huge Russian Pickle.
That's the one.
Which is right there.
That is £170.
Which is great, and that's going to give us our sort of Russian muff pie vibes, because we actually can't get a Russian muff pie at the moment. And then we know that he uses the exotic AC booster,
which is a little expensive.
Which is there.
210 quid.
Right there. With those two pedals, although they're pretty pricey, they're exactly...
It's about 380.
We're 90% of the way of actually what he uses.
Yeah, and then all we need is a pod. We've got 120 quid left. We can get a pod for that, maybe a mini pod.
Yeah.
Pod Nano.
And then we're good to go.
Then we've got everything we need and more.
Let's go sound like a wolf, mother. We are back in the video room.
We are back in the video room indeed, in this wondrous journey.
Yeah, there you go, a different word to quest.
It's a wondrous journey to sound like Wolfmother.
Yes.
Yes, so Andrew Stockdale of Wolfmother, great guitar player, great sound, great songs, bit of an old school sound.
Zeppelin meets Sabbath. That's what I say.
Definitely, got all those vibes. But I actually like the second album, I think, that we've been checking out has definitely progressed a bit. It's really cool.
Yeah, to be fair, like I knew of Wolfmother but never properly sessioned any of their albums, but listening back to the riffs and stuff, like it's a very fat tone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was slightly dubious that we'd be able to achieve that out of an AC15. But alas,
it took a bit of tweaking, I think, just getting the right balance of which bits doing the loud bits and which bits chilling out. But I think we got there, actually.
For all those that are interested, Matt was playing bass to put us into a bit of context.
I was, with this Fender Precision bass.
US Precision bass.
Lovely. And that's going into just a Fender Rumble here 100, which is great.
So let me show you the guitar that I've been using. This is the Gibson SG Fusion.
Which is the most affordable USA Gibson you can buy, which is at the moment $399, which is ridiculous, unheard of. That's Epiphone territory.
It is. It's worth saying that, you know, it's a fairly simple style guitar. You know, it's a straight up sort of thin coat of paint on the body. You can see the pores of the woods coming through. You know, tone and volume. Three-way, and you've got a wraparound tailpiece, and to be fair, like a set-through maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. Running that into the Vox AC15 greenback model. And Matt, we were fiddling around with which input to go in, and I normally go, when we're just using the AC15 and using pedals, I normally put it in the normal input.
But the top boost, which is the second input you've got there, it gives you a few more
EQ
tonal EQ options. So. And it's just kind of thickened it all up a bit.
Yeah, but on the front, going in order of what's first, the guitar hits the exotic AC booster.
We did try these the other way around, didn't we?
Yeah, it didn't work.
Not as well.
It was overloading the input of the AC booster, giving that weird, when there's too much low end, it kind of loses all definition, just sounds like a weird flute.
A weird flute?
Yeah.
Right.
Straight up into the Russian Pickle by Way Huge, which is modelled on the green Russian Muff Pi pedal.
The big Muff Pi pedal, yes.
And then one of my personal favourites, I own one of these, this is the Micropod by Electro Harmonics.
Which is...
I just love octave.
So it's all about a boost with a fuzz and then an octave.
It's worth pointing out that it's a polyphonic octave, which means you can play chords with it rather than it overloading and trying to find which note is most prominent. It'll just work and track really, really cleanly, and you've got octave up and down. This is straight in to the top boost input, so. Nice and rich, I'd say.
I think we stack this way, definitely. Okay. Yeah, it's a great clean sound.
So AC booster.
Thickens it up lovely.
And it's a nice kind of, it's a nice sizzly kind of distortion. It's not particularly fizzier in any way. It's just a nice kind of British sort of tone to it.
Yeah, sounds great.
Pickups in this. Yeah, it's a really nice sounding resonant guitar, so I can't really fault it.
No.
Okay. Then we use the Russian Pickle to kind of do the overloaded sort of tone, that kind of thick fuzz riff tone he has.
All right.
So yeah, go for it.
Well, I'll play around with the distortion.
Okay.
I don't think we used it in a really like high fuzz
no, we didn't.
context for this.
We kind of knocked off the tone off both of them, to be honest, quite a lot. It was kind of like trying to blend and get the balance of a distortion from both pedals right, so that it wasn't overloading too much, using more of the input volume. So. Nice and just straightforward thickness, right?
And that's added to by the amazing Micropog.
Oh, it's just such a badass pedal. So, this is everything.
It's all in.
Sounds like a choo-choo train.
Beautiful.
I mean, how can you not like that kind of sound?
It's just I think, I'm going to say it's categorically the best sound ever.
I must admit, it's one of my favourite sounds. In my own personal sort of setup, my favourite go-to sound that makes everyone do that kind of face is Pog going through like with a fuzz. Just is.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Well, that's a fairly simple rig again, but a great sounding one, I think so.
Yeah, and good riffs, good music. It's always nice when we get to do a Sound Like artist where there's some great playing good riffs and good songs.
Yeah, totally. Well, that's it. That will Sound Like Wolfmother, Andrew Stockdale, and a bit of bass context.
Yeah, it was good. I hope you enjoyed this particular episode of Sounds Like, and if you did, please let us know what you thought in the comment section below.
You can always, as always, find all of the gear in the description box.
Below. And it's worth saying, please like, subscribe and share. If you want notifications, when you subscribe, hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button.
Down there.
And I think there's one last thing to say.
There is indeed, Rabea, and it is that you have been Rabea.
And you have been Matthew.
I have indeed, and this has been Sound Like on Andertons TV.
Goodbye.
Ciao for now.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.